Say hello.
First of all, I welcome everybody here tonight to the Joseph A. Mantineo Fitness Center. We're going to have Joe's grandchildren lead us with the Pledge of Allegiance right here. Please stand to join us with the Pledge of Allegiance. Okay, my name is Ian. First of all, again, welcome to the Mantineo Fitness Center. When this thought became just a little thought at a board meeting, it was discussed amongst the board members and the superintendent and the assistant superintendent, and there was not even a second of delay in anyone's actions that when we said we'd like to name the building after Joe. It was a split-second decision by Frank Arjula, the superintendent, and everybody on the board. It was unanimously, yes, extremely fantastic idea, and that's why we're here today. It came a couple months ago. We tried to do this before the summer, but the lettering and everything else, you know, it takes time and everybody's scheduled together. I'd like to thank, first of all, the Board of Trustees, our Board President, Craig Guy, Vice President Peter Fishback, Jose Calto, Monica Pandora, Reverend Allen, Andy Comprelli, Neil Carroll, and Chip D'Amico. Everybody? Okay. Our administrators, starting with the top, we have Superintendent Frank Arjula, Assistant Superintendent Joe Sarangelo, our VA Nick Fargo, and our Board Secretary Joe Minnis. They were all a strong part of making this happen tonight. Give them a hand. Another woman that helped us a lot was Linda Winsell with her staff, Mohammed, Donna, and Christine. Good job, girls. Just real fast, I just want to touch a little bit about Joe. Everybody's going to be talking about Joe tonight. I've known Joe since I was a little kid, known the family since I was a little boy, and Joe touches a lot of generations. I happen to be 20 years younger than him, 25 years younger than him, and I hung out with him. So he hung out with people older than him, his age, and younger than him. Every generation he touched. And when every generation walks into school hallway and he sees his name on the board, he will be touched and remembered by every single generation that will pass through these hallways. And that's a blessing. And I want to give Joe a tribute one more time. Another engagement after this, Mr. Tom DeGeese.
Anthony said I had a special engagement. Not quite sure. It's my birthday. And I got a family of people waiting for me at Haywood, Renatos, in Jersey City. So I asked, could I speak I guess everybody that worked in the school system did. And I said, tell me a little bit about it. And she said, Daddy, he was the type of guy that treated everyone the same. That he was a friend of the executive. He knew all the principals and administrators in the building. He was good with them. He was also good and kind and fair with people who worked in the cafeteria, people who worked on the buses with all the teachers. I think that's a wonderful thing to be able to say about somebody, because that he treated everybody the same, he treated everybody well. I don't know whether or not he would have a better reputation and a better legacy than that. And that's why it's so fitting that we're going to name this particular place in his memory. As Andrew pointed out, for all the kids that come here, whether it's next year or 10 years from now, they'll know that they're in a place that came from a man who dedicated his life to the giving of the students of this fine institution. I have a citation here. I'm seeing there are a couple of others, and they're probably all going to say about the same thing, that Joe Mantineo is the best thing since white bread. And so I'll refrain from reading and leave that for somebody else. But I'd like to make this presentation to the family, and I hope somebody can find a place on the wall to put this so that the family will understand the love and respect that is coming from this educational community tonight. Thank you very, very much.
Happy birthday, guys. Don't put cake. I wanted to say in the beginning that this isn't supposed to be a sad occasion. This is a happy occasion. This is a celebration again of the life of a man that was here probably 7 days a week. We talked about it before. He was here probably on holidays. I don't know if he wanted to get out of the house, but he was really here, and he motivated everybody. He had me working out. Nick Sackley had working out. Joe Buda was working out. We were all working out with Joe Mantineo. And believe me, after passing, look at us. I'm definitely 25 pounds over. The pool's built. You know what? The name is being put on the wall. That's the best thing we can think about right now. We're going to go in the water. We're going to go county. No, he messed me up this evening. I'm going to bring up our Assembly Speaker, Vin Credo, and his colleague, Angelica Jimenez, come up and say a few words. We have a proclamation as well. Mr. Speaker.
It's a great pleasure to be here today to memorialize a man that the way I saw Joe and I still see him every day. He was always a person that had a smile on his face when he saw you, and he was just a happy person. That's how I like to remember him, and I think everybody that touched their lives. It's amazing. You know, being a veteran, an educator, he was passionate. Every time we did about legislation, he would talk to me with respect to the teachers. So he was always very engaged, and it's so fitting. It's such an honor to put this fitness center as the Joseph A. Mantineo Fitness Center. So I want to thank Mayor Sacco for doing this in the schools of technology. That I think it is wonderful. We have gotten an Assembly and Senate joint resolution which is appropriate to honor him. We have a copy here for the family, and we also made a second one to be hung somewhere in this building, which is a great honor. It is my pleasure to present the family with this. God bless each and every one of you, and Joe will be in our hearts and in our minds forever. God bless.
As a West New Yorker, Joe always had some advice for me because I was in the assembly. Joe and his good buddy Monty always sat me down to give me some West New York advice or history. He always had some history. So you guys are very lucky. Your grandfather will always be with you. always be with us. So be happy. It's a moment to rejoice and to be happy with this.
Okay, Joe was a resident of West New York, and I just want to recognize the former mayor, Sal Vega. Current mayor of West New York, Felix Rowe, has a proclamation.
Ladies and gentlemen, we tend to forget people that are very special, but the reason we're doing this today is Joseph Mantineo's Day, as far as West New York is concerned, as far as Mayor Vega and myself are concerned, because we have to honor the memory of a good person, somebody that gave a lot in the military, and he gave a lot to the town of West New York. So that's the reason I'm here, and I'm sure that's the reason why Mayor Vega is here. And I wanted to say thank you, Mayor Sacco, for naming such a great building after the memory, because that's what the future generation is going to remember, Joseph Mantineo. So I'm going to have Mayor Vega be part of this proclamation for such a, you don't want to read it? I was going to say my English is not that good, but that's okay.
I don't have my glasses. I want to thank Mayor Rogan for allowing me to join with him in celebrating the life of Joe Mantineo. A wonderful man, a man that made everyone feel good, a man that probably saved my political career from another mayor, Mayor Mantineo. Every time I got in trouble, I would run to Joe, and Joe would run to Mayor Mantineo and save me. So to the Mantineo family, thank you for supporting him and for allowing him to be the person that he was for all of us. Thank you very much.
Thank you, everybody.
Okay, we are in the town of Northburg, where we have our president mayor, Nick Sacco, who also serves as a senator of West New York. But beyond those titles, the biggest title that he will be saying is how much of a friend Joe was with Nick. They were inseparable. Believe me, I can drive him around all over the place. I want to introduce Mayor Nick Sacco.
You know, Joe was the best troubleshooter I've ever met. He was union president here, year after year, re-elected year after year, and yet he represented every faction in the building. So it wasn't that if there was a quarrel between staff member, administrative teacher, or teacher, the clerk, he had to represent everybody. And the thing I found most amazing is that there never seemed to be an issue after the incident. Somehow he was able to put all the parties together. And there would be a peace, and everybody would walk away satisfied. And I still today wonder how any man could do that. And I've seen him in some tight situations. He will fall over, and they're all excited, and they're going on and on. He remained calm, and in a short time, things were resolved. That takes a skill that I don't think anyone else I've ever met in my life. And that was Joe here, as a person in the school, did not his regular job. He had his own job to do, but he did this, and people were extremely happy with him. And every year, the election came, every year he got walked out. People would just give him a vote for nothing. That to me was probably one of the greatest things I've ever seen Joe do. On the other side, I met Joe in West York, but didn't get to know him really well until I began to come down here. And he needed a tennis partner. And he, the most, I told him I didn't have a swing tennis racket, I never played. He said, come on, let's go out. And he taught me how to play tennis. Now, I learned how to play tennis badly. He and I had no rules. It would work out. I call it arena tennis after arena football. The ball went over your head in the fence, you played it off the fence. There was one night we played without the fence, and then the ball never got lost. And one time, I don't know who saw it, we were playing down in the galaxy, and it was snowing. And which one of you saw it, and I didn't know who doesn't outside. It was us. You know, he had this passion. And even when he became ill, and he went through chemo, he demanded 1 hour a day. And of all the times we were out there, only twice did he cut it short to 35 minutes. This was a man who had such a strength and a drive. And after all that time, did we lose weight? No, because when we got that working out, we had a wonderful world. It's not here now. Joe was going to fight any move that she took. As long as we had the world, that was it. Nobody gets the world. And then after the world rules, we'd be hungry to find about eating that would really work out. But I'll tell you, he has a great family. Great family. The closest to the family I admire. All the way down to the youngest, there was the closest. He made everybody work here in his family. He made everybody come in contact with his family. And I personally wake up some days or walking around and say, I gotta tell Joe this. I can't. It's fine. I'm just saying things in my life. So all of his friends, thank you for being here. This building is the building. Because this is where we spend. This is where we spend so much time together. All of us. And if people have any problems, you know where to find me. Right now. So, Joe, God bless you.
We're going to have a member of the staff. He just retired. His name is Andrew. He served in the union with Joe. And a little touching memories from somebody that actually worked like side by side with him in the same building, same kind of schools, technology. So Andrew.
Thank you. First, let me say it is a privilege to be here to speak for my friend Joe. He was somebody that mentored, educated, and he showed the path for more people that didn't have a path in our business. And it was incredible working for him. Joe took me under his wing about 20 years ago, and one of the main things that he said to me was, we are a family, and He said, when we have to go against the other family, we have to realize that we're all families. And that was an amazing thing that he said to me, and I didn't realize that. I was the vice president for 20 years under Joe, and he said, you have to compromise both sides of the spectrum. You have to understand where they're coming from, and we have to understand where we're coming from. Joe was an amazing man. He was never not there for you. If you needed him, he was there. He was, whether you liked him or you didn't like him, you respected him. He was a man of his word. He was a man of the union. He was the union. He compromised every position and every body that represented and that was involved in our union. So I will not stay any longer. I would like to, I hope everybody, all the men here anyway, would participate in this. If you have a handkerchief in your hand, pull it out. Come on, guys. If you have a handkerchief in your hand, pull it out. This is Joe's, and wave it. Go for it, guys. Come on. This is Joe. Come on, guys. This is Joe. And for his family, we know that. We love him. We honor him today. And we'll honor him for many years to come, coming to this gymnasium. And thank you for having me here tonight. Thank you.
Okay, also with us tonight, we have another assistant business administrator, John Schnick, is with us tonight. We have former Mayor Dave Galladonna, who's also here, was an employee with Joe. We have County Sheriff, Frank Schlery. I don't know if I'm going to introduce the director, I'm pretty sure a family member tonight. Right, Mayor Director, come forward. Now, the boss of this building, a man who's been here 30 years maybe, a lot, okay? Worked side by side with Joe for a lot of years. He worked to get the schools, Joe worked to keep the school here. But we knew as board members, we were not voting on anything unless that world tour. That's the truth. Mr. Gargiulo, Superintendent Frank Gargiulo.
Thank you. It's an absolute pleasure to be here with Mantineo family and with all his friends tonight for a special guy. Special in a lot of ways, just the fact that all these dignitaries are here. I mean, it's an amazing tribute to him. And as a friend, I can say that from the heart, he's left me something more than you will ever know. I have to talk about Joe, and I have to talk about his family, because you can't separate them. It's just the same place. You know, Barbara and I went to high school together, although she's a lot younger than me. And, you know, in 1957, Joe, all right, 1977, Joe hanging around, we used to hang around high school college in those days. The young people, you wouldn't even know who they are. That's where we went, kind of like it. And that's why I first met Joe Mantineo. I didn't even know him that well because he was like chasing Bobby, he wasn't chasing me. And he went to Memorial all the time, but that's how I first met him. You know, and then later on I picked up again in later years, but his family was always involved. I was always involved with them. His beautiful children, Joseph, Maureen, we're all students at St. Joseph's High School. Special people. I don't want to embarrass them, but in a way, they're a tribute to Joe. In my years here, Joe let me beg. She will be the superintendent here someday. She told me. And it's a special thing. As a sidebar to that, I inherited his brother-in-law. John Stalker, sitting right, one of my best friends, was with me for many years, a tribute to him and his family. And of course, through them, Jerry, and of course, Joni and Pat and the family that were back with us back in the days of our sisters. That whole family is a special place. I'm sure I missed some people, and I don't know all the grandchildren's names, but your granddad did a great job with you guys. And in any event, you know, Joe was the kind of guy that I met him every morning, usually around 9 o'clock. If he was there at 10 to 9, there was trouble. And it usually was to negotiate something. Well, he always shot him in the leg. Can we negotiate it? You know, he was a beautiful, beautiful man. And we never left the office, ever, without some resolution. Sometimes I won, most of the times he won. And when I thought I won, I really lost. So he was the kind of guy that could negotiate and mediate. And I had a stand that I wanted to set with him from the beginning. And I tell you, he was terrific. Everything we did was student impact. If it had a negative impact on the students, we didn't do it. Period. And it worked. It worked for him, it worked for all the people he represented, and it definitely worked for the school. Joe has a big emphasis on where the school is today. Because culture in the school is the most important factor. It's much more important than how much algebra you learn. It makes the kids what they are and what they're going to be. And if anyone had a single impact on that, Joe Mantineo, without even knowing it, by his demeanor and the way he acted and the way he handled the staff and me was a tribute to him. Joe was a great husband, a great father, a great grandfather, a great politician without being elected. But to me, most of all, he was a great friend. I miss him. I'm glad he left me the family. I'm glad he left me you guys. And I'm so happy to be part of his life. God bless. Thank you.
If you don't know, this is Mantineo family. All right, wife and children. And at this time, I'm going to bring up the son to say a few words.
Thank you very much. Thank you, everybody, for the kind words that everyone's been saying about my father. And my family and I are very honored to be here today to dedicate this fitness center in his name. My family would like to take a moment to thank the Board of Education, the Hudson County Schools of Technology, the administration of the School of Technology, our elected officials, and all my father's friends who supported the effort to dedicate this building in his name. My father will be proud to know the friends he surrounded himself with, the special people who thought enough of him to honor him with his dedication. As many of you know, my father started his teaching career here in 1975, teaching electronics when the school was known as the Hudson County Vocational Technical School. At that time, the primary mission of the school was to provide vocational education to its students. Gradually, the mission of the school transitioned from vocational education to one of a visionary community that inspires creative, independent thinking through diverse learning opportunities. My father believed in this learning institution and felt the people who were part of it, students, teachers, parents, administrators, and support teams, all made this community a better place. My family is proud and honored to know that my father's name will live on as part of this great learning institution. There is no greater honor than being recognized by your friends and colleagues via life's work. My father loved working at High Tech and cared very much for the people he worked with. Again, thank you very much, and God bless all of you, and God bless America. My wife Trish, my aunts, my uncles, all of my cousins. I'm very lucky we do have a great family, and it's really a reflection of my father and his influence on all of us. So thank you all very, very much for coming here today, and my mother.
Okay, thank you, Leon. This will, I hate to say it, conclude everything. What we're going to do now is we're going to go cut the ribbon. The Mantineo family will hold the scissors, along with the superintendent, the mayors, the speaker. We're going to cut the ribbon, and after that, refreshments will be served in the back here. We're just walking around. We'll figure it out. Sorry, there's no alcohol here. We're in a school, and they want to press. I don't care. Joe would want something. But after this, we're going out and have a drink on Joe. What we're going to do now is we're going to go out that back door, and come up towards the front again, and we're going to have a ceremony cut the ribbon. And after that, we're just going to walk right through the hallway here, down to the refreshments. Thank you very much for coming. Let's enjoy the evening.
Yeah, do you want to come down a little bit? Perfect. That's great. Right over here. Nice smile, everyone. All right, and are we ready to count three?
All right, let's be ready. Here. Three, We're now going to do the unveiling. We're going to have superintendent on one side and Mantineo on the other side. Everyone else just face the wall. This is the unveiling. Ready? On three. 1, 2, 3.
And now, if we could all just get back together again, we'll take a picture now with the sign behind you. Everybody just get in the same positions you were. All right, right here. Nice smile. Right here. Somebody creative. There's another one. And one more. Ready? 1, 2. Okay.
Very good. All right, guys. Refreshments for a couple of hours. Let's see how it went. I'm gonna find out a little bit more. It's actually starting right now.
I don't need that, but I'm gonna take that, and I'm only gonna eat the meat.